Hi, you people. How you doing today? I hope you guys are doing okay. Today, I'd like to talk about um, the cost of ownership. Well, as Americans, we were taught to strive for ownership, home ownership, automobile ownership. Some people even on boats, RVs, motorcycles, multiple vehicles, which has been commonplace in America. But over the last 5 years, something has shifted. The cost of all these items have spiked significantly. Not only the cost to purchase, but the cost to finance, as interest rates have shot up, and also the cost of insurance, which has shot up, and maintenance costs have shot up as well as everything else has shot up. Food prices, energy prices recently, health insurance premiums, everything's on the rise. So as everything is costing more, and at a time when, according to the latest job figures, people have actually lost jobs. America hasn't created jobs but lost jobs. People are losing their jobs, losing their incomes. It would make sense with a lower income or an income that stayed the same to start to shed these extra costs, to start to shed the excesses of the past. And that's exactly what I have been doing with my family. I have been shedding the excess of the past. The things that once worked that no longer do work. Seasons in my life, I had certain items that I no longer use in this season of my life. And those items had been accumulating in my home for years. And this process began 3 or 4 years ago in my family. We began to identify those items, and one by one, we have slowly sold off multiple items in our home that are perfectly good items, but that no longer suit us. And other items that we've had that have simply worn out, like the old saying goes, use up completely until it's worn out, or do without. Excuse me. Other items like sofas that have been used up, that are no longer serving my family, we have discarded without replacing. At one point, my family had 3 automobiles. One got totaled. We did not replace it. It got totaled in an accident. We did not replace it when it was totaled. Now we're down to 2 vehicles. One vehicle is starting to go high mileage and starting to need a lot of maintenance items coming up. And we're at the point where the value of that vehicle is not very high, to where we don't want to do those maintenance items. We may sell that vehicle and go down to 1 vehicle. As you eliminate vehicles, you eliminate insurance cost, maintenance cost, registration cost, and the money you make from the sale or the disposal of these vehicles can be used in other areas of your finances to shore up your finances. So in short, Americans are having to make hard choices. They're having to shed their excess. Some Americans who did not have a lot to start with in the beginning are having tough choices choosing housing in their vehicles, choosing alternative housing ways, renting rooms in people's homes, living in trailers and RVs, doing everything they can to keep their costs down, just out of basic survival. But those of us who are not in basic survival mode can learn a lesson here about minimalism, about simplifying, about freeing up, about making room. If your finances are tight, which many Americans' finances are paycheck to paycheck, begin to remove items. Begin to do your daily life with less. Find the joys in simple free things like sunsets, holding hands with your loved ones when you walk. Make jokes, laugh, share a homemade meal. If you have an animal, enjoy your animal. Pet your animal, give your animal some attention. Just find joy in the simple things. Because in 2026, life in America can be stressful. It can be overwhelming if you let it be. But I hope everyone that's listening to me today begins to simplify their lives, begins to simplify their family lives, begins to subtract things out of their lives so they can feel less overwhelmed, less financially overwhelmed, more time for themselves, more finances for their bills, and more freedom from the pressures of ownership in America. Now, don't get me wrong, you can still own your home, you can still own an automobile, you can still do all those things. But if you have a large home, maybe downsize, sell, and buy a smaller home. Do things you can do now, because I'm afraid costs are only going up. And we need to be strategic and proactive at downsizing to get ahead of the curve. And this is my hope for all of you, that you downsize, simplify, make room for your family, make room for God, make room for relationships, make room for mental health, mental clarity, and stability. Now, if you like this video, go ahead and press the like button. Share this video with someone who you think may need it, as this will help get the videos out to more people and get this message out to more people. And subscribe if you already haven't subscribed. Now, like I said, without you folks, these videos are made for nothing. So I hope you folks are all doing good. Comment in the section below. Tell me what you've downsized. Tell me what you've given up. Tell me if your life isn't better after you downsized, after you've given up items, if you haven't found more freedom. And we'll just start a discussion below. Okay, until next time, folks. Have a good day. God bless. Bye.